got something really exciting for you. Hopefully by now, though, that you've at least got back to the person that's been sending you these emails. It's part of our system. So if you do decide to join, you're going to be set up with a system exactly like this that does these videos for you, sends out these emails to the prospects that you're sending to your website. So it's a very, very good automated system, but it's people driven. So if you ever need help or support, there's always a person there to help you, and you can find that person contact information in the emails that you would be receiving. I would also expect that by now you've probably listened to the 14-minute overview of Zib Zoom and the opportunity we have, and you may even perhaps have gone on to the full presentation, which is the key to getting the information that you need to know about Zib Zoom and how to earn money with click income. Okay, so but today I want to share with you whether you're involved in the business yet or not, or you're thinking about and contemplating. I think this video will help you decide, and for those of you that are already involved, we'll keep a clear path and a track for you to be able to run on. So how do you build your Zib Zoom business using the world's most simple success system? Okay, we like to keep things simple. A lot of people on the internet are trying to turn people into technical wizards, trying to create internet guru syndrome and these kind of things. And that's not true, that you have to do those things to be able to be successful in an online business. We use technical innovation, of course, but we use it in a way that makes it easy for people to be able to understand and implement right away. Now, we're not going to tell you some kind of misleading lie or anything. To build a successful business, any business for that matter, you're going to need lots and lots of customers. Now, the nice thing about Zib Zoom, obviously, is that our products and services are free for the users to use. So it's not really difficult to get a user to use our products and services, right? We can get lots of those. But for you to have true success in any business, you know the lifeblood is going to be having a constant, steady flow of customers coming into your business. The bigger and more people that you're getting paid off as customers, the more money you're going to make. I mean, that's just basic, simple, common sense, right? But also what we're going to be able to do to accomplish that is that it's not just about what you do, it's about what you can have a team of business builders doing in this business, so that you can reach millions of people if you have a team to be able to help you do that. That's what I discovered about 14 years ago in this industry, because I thought to myself, how in the heck could someone like me join a business for a couple $100s and be able to go out and make a six-figure monthly income? It's impossible, or even a yearly income. It's almost impossible. But what I didn't understand back at that time is the leverage that I would be able to get from all of the other people duplicating what I was doing. And it turned out that I could put tens of thousands of people in a business using products and services. So there's no difference here. That's what you're going to want to do. But the question you might have in your mind right now is, where do you find these users? Where do you find all these customers? Where do you find these other business builders? Well, hopefully today's video will be able to show you a simple way to be able to do that. So I'm going to show you how to reach over 1 million people and get paid massive click income today on this video, okay, with Zib Zoom. I want you to understand this, though. The basic plan or principle when you get started is that you simply need to concentrate on getting 100 people to our full click income presentation. And now if you've already seen it, obviously, you see that it does 99.9% of the explaining, selling, telling, explaining, and all that stuff for you. You don't need to become a master of click income. You don't need to know everything the world needs to know about online advertising, because there's people like us and the corporate center and the presentations that can actually do most of that for you on those presentations. So that's key, is to be able to invite people there. Now, can you really build a good 5 or 6 figure monthly income from inviting just 100 people to the full click income presentation? Well, I'll show you how that's possible with a little bit of magic, okay? So concentrate on doing that. And I'll show you in a little bit how easy it would be to invite somebody to that presentation in a second, okay? But let's say that you go out and over time you do commit and decide to get 100 people there. Maybe it takes you 3 months, maybe it takes you 10 months, maybe it takes you 2 years. But concentrate on what I'm going to show you here. So you go and get 100. Now what happens is, because they're exposed to that full presentation, 100% of those people are going to want to go see the products and services that a user could use at Zib Zoom. So you're going to get 100 users, or customers in our case, right? Now here's what also is going to happen though. 90% of those people are not going to want to be involved in the business opportunity. they're too skeptical, they don't like risk, they're not a business type person, right? They're not an entrepreneur, they're not looking for extra money, they just want to save money and use our products and services. And that's fine, right? They're free after all. A lot of people are going to want to use them because they offer true value and true benefits to them. But 10% are actually going to want to do what you're doing, inviting people to the Click Income presentation and using our simple system. So 10 new business builders come on board. Now, you get paid off of 5 levels of generation on the Click Income alone. So those 10 people go out and do the same plan, invite 100 people over time. And over time, lo and behold, they have the same bad luck as you. Now, they have 1,000 people that want to become a customer, which you get paid on through the Click Income as well. But only 10% of them are interested in building a business and inviting people too. So now you got 100 new business builders duplicating what you're doing, inviting people to Click Income presentations. That's it. Okay. Now that 100 times 100 obviously is 10,000 new users. And guess what happens? Well, we're using a very low percentage of people would be interested because how simple this would be to build a business. But 10% say, yeah, I'd like to do that too. I can do that. I can invite people to a presentation, especially when I show you how easy it is to invite somebody to the full presentation in a second. So now you got 10,000 more users, you got 1,000 new business builders on your third level. Well, what do? They focus on the same thing. Over time, inviting 100 quality people to a full Click Income presentation. 100,000 people on your fourth generation becoming a user. Now, of course, and additionally to that, 10% are going to see the opportunity and want to invite some people to and build a business and earn some Click Income as well. So they concentrate on their 100 and they accomplish the same thing. Now, you get 10,000 people sharing it with 100 other people. That's 1,000,000 people going to look at the full presentation of Click Income presentation over time. Those all become users. So whether they become involved or not, buy products or anything like that, as long as they're using our services, Click Income is being generated for you. Okay? And you still have only referred or invited 100 people to the Click Income presentation yourself. So that accumulates, and they have the same bad luck, of course, and only 90% of them say, nah, you know what, I'm just going to go and check out the services and start using those for free. 10%, though, want to build a business as well. So now, after all of that is done, and a simple duplicatable plan that doesn't require someone to do any selling or chasing or convincing or anything like that, just invite them to the full Click Income presentation, you would get paid on over 1.1 million users just by simply starting the trend off by inviting 100 people to the full Click Income presentation personally yourself. Okay? Now, everybody could do this, folks. Now, you're probably wondering at this time, 1.1 million users, how much would I get paid off that, right? How would you get paid on over 1.1 million users? Well, let's take a quick look at that. And here's some statistics that you need to know. The average internet user does about 80 searches a month on the internet, okay? So now that's just one component of Zib Zoom, obviously, but 80 searches per person. So there's, yesterday on the other page, we talked about 1.1 plus million users, 80 searches a month each equals over 88 million searches being done, and you potentially getting paid on all of the clicks that they'll naturally do when they start to use those services, okay? 88 million, and let's take a small percentage, okay? We need to take the smallest percentage possible. Now, statistically, through other competitors of ours, between 2 and 7% of all sponsored links get clicked. So let's take the lowest end again, because I'm trying to make this most realistic as possible for you. So 88 million searches a month, 2 clicks equals 1.2 million monthly revenue generating clicks for you to get paid Click Income. Okay? Now, those 1.7 plus times, let's just take the again a low end, because the clicks could generate anywhere from 10 cents all the way up to $2 or even more than that. But let's just go on an even 20 cents per click. Remember, these 1.7 million people in your organization, or however many you're going to have, does not have to buy anything for you to be able to get paid. As long as they click, you get paid. So 1.7 million people, 20 cents per click, equals a whopping $355,555.20 in monthly Click Income revenue generated. Now think about that, folks. That's a lot of money, right? And that's an incredible amount of money based on 90% rejection of saying to the opportunity that they didn't want to join. Now, the problem with this, though, is that's a little bit misleading, right? Are is this really going to work out this way? Well, no, it's not going to work out perfectly mathematically like this. Because why? Well, because some of those people that we sponsor in after they come through the presentation are going to say they're going to invite 100 people, but they're not, right? They're going to be lazy. They're not as interested anymore. They're busy doing something else. They get distracted. Whatever reason, they can't invite 100 people, and they won't. So some will only invite 15, some will only invite 40, some will invite 30, but then for every one of those, there's somebody else there that will probably invite 500 people. Okay, so let's be more realistic and knock off another 10% off that $355,000 in click income generated. Okay, that's $35,000 per month in click income from you personally inviting 100 people to the full click income presentation. Now, let me ask you a question. Can you figure out a way to get by on $35,000 a month? And think about this, folks. Just like Google and Facebook and other online advertising platforms, you get paid regardless if any of those users, those million plus users, buy products or not. Okay? They don't have to buy anything for you to be able to get paid that. That's the magic of click income here. So you personally invite 100 people to our full click income presentation, and out of those, there'll be a percentage that want to duplicate and do the exact same thing. They follow the exact same plan, nothing more complicated than that. And like I said, 99.9% of the heavy lifting, presentation, selling, explaining, and doing all of that gets done for you, obviously, by things like this in the system that you're watching right now, or people doing the presentations for you on those live presentations, or our recorded full click income presentations. Okay, now you're probably wondering right now, well, how are we going to invite people? Well, it's actually really easy. There's 7 magic words to success with click income. Okay, basically, since we have no competition in the world, there is no other direct marketing company in the world on an online advertising platform like us, and click income has never been offered to the average ordinary users out there like you and me. No one has ever offered this before, so we have a big advantage, right? We have first market advantage. Nobody knows about it. So these are 3 different examples. Of course, you can come up with your own and be creative. Maybe your sponsor has some other ideas to invite people, but these are real simple. Everybody can do. Just ask a question to people. Do you know what click income is? Have you heard of click income yet? Those are people that are interested in an opportunity. They're going to always say, no, what is that? You simply invite them to the full presentation on click income. Let them determine if it's for them or not. They're going to go there. You can send them a link. You can send them to a live presentation. We do 5+ live presentations every single week. They can get their questions answered on those things. It's very easy. Try it out. Ask your friends down the street. Ask a colleague at work. Ask a Facebook friend. Just type them a message and say, do you know what click income is? Or have you heard of click income yet? They're always going to say, no, what is it? Or no, I'm not sure. Or I think I have, I'm not sure though. Once they do that, it opens the door to invite them to a live presentation. Now, I've also showed you another example of just to do it with the product approach, is ask this question. Do you like to save time and money? What person in today's economy is going to say no? Everyone's going to say, sure I do. How? Or what are you talking about? Or where? Bring them to the presentation or send them directly to your Zib Zoom site so you get credit for all the clicks that are going on from those people. That's how simple this business can be, folks. It's no more complicated than this. So ask yourself this question. Can you invite using these 3 terms here, these 7 magic words? Pick which way you like to do it. How can you invite 100 people over time, not all in 1 week or 1 month or 1 day? Can you invite 100 people over time to the full click income presentation? If your answer is yes, you stand to make a lot of money in click income as Zib Zoom takes over the internet world by spreading the word around and sharing our valuable products and services there. Okay, so now you might be asking this, what's your next step? Okay, you might be saying, well, I don't know 100 people. Well, trust me, the person that invited you to this presentation, that sent you this email, they know how to find 100 people. Okay, second of all, just think about your Facebook account. How many friends do you have in Facebook? You don't have to approach them and try to sell them something. Just ask them one of those questions. Use a social media aspect today. It's very, very easy, and many of our members are using social media to invite 100, 200, 500, or 1,000 people to these presentations. And a lot of people are having success because it's so simple to do. It's easy for people to just use the products and services for free if they decide not to do the business. But I'll tell you right now, there's a lot of people these days with the economic times that we have are interested in the opportunity as well. Get back to the person who sent you this video, and I'll be back in a couple days with another important video to help you a little bit more with Zib Zoom. Take care, and thanks for watching today. Hopefully this has helped you out in your decision.